So I have been asked in the past to make a pet battle video on my favourite or coolest or most unique battle pets that I have obtained in WoW, and now I've finally got around to making it. So these are not pets that I would necessarily use in pet battles, but that does not mean that they are not capable of doing so, because they can. However, these are just pets that I think look cool aesthetically, or have a unique, fun or even practical ability that I particularly like or find useful. So you may wish to try and obtain some of these yourself, at least the ones that are still available if you don't have them already, but you can let me know in the comments below what your favourite or most unique pets are that I may have left out. So without further ado, here are some of my top 5 favourite or unique battle pets as of right now. So starting at number 5, we have the Sun Darter Hatchling. Now there is nothing particularly special about this pet on its own, as it looks okay and just like any other battle pet. So you may ask, why are you including it? Well, I've included it because of how fun this secret pet was to obtain. At the time, and even now, it was and still is a secret quest that was discovered during the Legion expansion by the World of Warcraft secret finding community. That's now 6 years ago as of the making of this video. At the time, it was a pretty exciting quest to do, as it had you obtaining various items from all over the old content within the game in order for you to complete the quest. Once all of the questing and obtaining of items were done, you would then embark on the final part of the journey to a secret area of the game and carry out numerous tasks with the items you had acquired to get the hidden pet. This was just another random and unique but enjoyable piece of content that Blizzard kept on putting out during the Legion expansion. In fact, I bet there are a lot of people out there today that still have no idea that this pet is obtainable. At the time I did make a guide on how to get it, and if you are interested, I'll link it in the card above. I personally thought this was a really enjoyable quest, which rewarded you with the Sun Darter Hatchling pet. And I think it's fair to say that not a lot of people will have this pet, especially if you were not around during the Legion expansion. So maybe think about getting it for yourself if you're interested. So at number 4, we have Little Ragnaros. Now I know that this is a store pet, but he does have some cool animations if left idle, such as throwing his weapon into the air and catching it, as well as setting nearby critters on fire. But I originally bought this pet during the Cataclysm expansion, because of the fact that he could and still can be used as a cooking fire. So this for me was just a nice quality of life option, and was a quick and simple way of just making food from mats you had acquired whilst questing in the zone that you were in at the time. I still use this to this day. If I've gathered enough mats to be able to make food when I'm out farming or questing, then I use this guy to make whatever food I can. I then sell the food I've made via my auction house mount and hopefully make some additional gold. I really do like it when certain pets give you a practical use of some sort. For those who don't have the Ragnaros pet and would like their own portable cooking pet and don't want to buy Ragnaros from the store, then you can obtain a pet named Pierre, who was added in the Mists of Pandaria expansion and could and still can be crafted by having Pandarian engineering. However, the easiest way to get it would be to just buy him from the auction house, as it sells for a relatively cheap price, at least on my server. So moving on to number 3, and we have Hearthy. Now a lot of you may already have this pet, as all you need to do is collect 1000 unique pets in WoW. That basically means no duplicates. I say all you need to do, but I acknowledge that this is not super easy, and obtaining 1000 pets is no mean feat, but it is achievable. But once you do get to that number, you will receive this pet along with an achievement called Master of Minions. Now what makes this pet cool as well as unique is, as you may have guessed from the name, is that this pet is actually a Hearthstone. It operates just like any other Hearthstone, and if you click onto it, then it will teleport you to wherever you have your Hearthstone set to. You can have this pet out and about running alongside you when out and about in the world, etc. Then just click onto it to teleport you home when needed. This is a fun pet to have, and if you have not yet obtained it, then you may wish to consider going for it, as getting 1000 pets now is a lot easier than you may think, what with how many pets are now available in the game. So moving on to number 2, and we have feathers. So to obtain feathers, you first need to complete a quest from Kelsey Steelspark for the Alliance, or Prince Gallywix for the Horde. They are both located in the Battle for Azeroth expansion, and can be found on or inside the main ship at each faction's main hub. So Borealis for Alliance and Dazar Alor for Horde. Alliance players may need to complete part of the war campaign to recruit Kelsey first. However, if you don't wish to do this, then you can just purchase this pet from the auction house, as it should now be relatively cheap to do so. The reason I think this pet is pretty unique is that if you click onto the pet with your left mouse button, it will talk to you, or should I say it will squawk at you. But that's not all. Again, if you target the pet and type whistle, it will then actually become part of your character, and it will sit on your shoulder. I said sit. This means you can walk around with it, you can fly on your mount with it, and you can even engage in combat with it, and it will not break and be removed from your character. If you also wanted to transmog as a pirate, then I bet people don't know that you could have a permanent parrot on your shoulder. You can even summon another pet to have alongside you now, as feathers is part of your character and no longer considered a pet, which is also quite unique. To remove feathers from your shoulder, you simply need to resummon it as your pet. So if you don't have this pet right now, then why not just go and get it? So finally at number 1, we have Mercadon. Now this pet has no real special gimmick or ability, but it is my favourite pet in the game, and it has been for a number of years, as I think it just looks awesome. So Mercadon was a free gift for anyone in the EU or US who either attended or bought the virtual BlizzCon ticket in 2015. So sadly, it is no longer available, at least not via Blizzard. For people like myself who bought the virtual ticket, it was mailed directly to us in-game, and I believe for those who attended BlizzCon, they would have received a card of some sort with a scratch code on it, in order for them to claim the pet when they returned home. If you were one of those people and are lucky enough to still have an unused code, then I'm pretty sure it would be worth quite a considerable sum of money today. Mercadon is basically a Murloc version of Illidan, and in my opinion, I just think it looks awesome. It comes complete with its own set of warglaives, and frequently changes back and forth from light to dark versions of itself. Every now and then it casts metamorphosis and grows demon wings. Whenever I'm running around in the game and I have this pet out, somebody normally whispers me and asks me where to get it from, and unfortunately I have to tell them that it's no longer available. But who knows, maybe one day Blizzard will bring an alt version of it back into the game, or maybe it will become available via some other means. I'd be interested to know if any of you have this pet, so do let me know. Anyway, those were, in my opinion, some of my most unique or coolest WoW battle pets that I own. Now this is all super subjective of course, and there are many more pets I could have picked from. So let me know your thoughts and your unique pets in the comments below. And if you want to see more content like this, then please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.